Okay, so let's dive right in. Good morning or good afternoon, wherever in the world you're joining us from today. I'm Jason Fitzgerald, Vice President of Product for Blustream US, and I want to start by thanking you for taking time out of your day to join me for this quick overview of the new Blustream MX44AVW. That's the Advanced Video Wall Matrix. Now, your microphones will remain muted throughout today's session. That just helps to eliminate any background noise and ensures everyone can clearly follow along. And if you have any questions as we go, please feel free to use the chat or Q&A function within Teams. We'll do our best to answer them live in the chat, or we'll circle back to them at the end of the session if we've already moved on. So with that, let's go ahead and start it on up and take a close look at what makes the new MX44AVW such a powerful addition to the Blustream lineup. Now we'll be taking a closer look at that Blustream MX44AVW, the Advanced Video Wall Matrix that was released earlier this year. Now, over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through what makes this unit such a flexible and powerful solution for both commercial and residential applications. We'll start with a quick product overview, highlighting its design and core functionality. And from there, we'll explore, well, where it can be deployed, including common system scenarios and how it fits into different installation types. And finally, I'll guide you through the web UI setup and management process, showing how easy it is to configure and control your video wall or multi-view using Blustream's intuitive interface. Now, by the end of the session, you'll have a clear understanding of what the MX44AVW can do, how it's positioned in the Blustream lineup, and how it can simplify complex video wall integrations. So let's get started by looking at the product itself. The MX44AVW is an advanced multi-purpose video processing system designed to deliver seamless, professional-grade performance across a wide range of applications. It can operate in several different modes, allowing you to use it as a video wall processor, a multi-viewer, or as a seamless matrix switcher. In video wall mode, you can create layouts such as, common 2x2 configurations, or you can create custom mosaic walls. In multi-view mode, you can show multiple sources simultaneously across one or more screens, which is ideal for control rooms, signage, or dynamic presentation spaces. And in matrix mode, the MX44AVW delivers seamless source switching, ensuring smooth transitions with no black frames or signal drops, which is perfect for live environments or interactive displays. Now, these flexible output options makes the MX44AVW an incredibly versatile solution, suitable for retail, corporate, education, and houses of worship projects alike. So with that versatility and seamless performance in mind, let's take a closer look at what exactly we can do with it. So the MX44AVW truly takes video wall flexibility to the next level, allowing you to build complex and creative configurations using just a single box and at a price point that was previously out of reach for this level of performance. As you can see on this slide, the processor gives you complete freedom in how your displays are arranged. Screens can be overlapped, rotated, and even mixed in size, giving designers and integrators the ability to create dynamic, visually striking layouts that were once only possible with much more expensive hardware. So this makes the MX44AVW ideal for eye-catching retail displays or corporate lobbies or any environment where you want to create that real wow factor. Now, beyond that, the same technology can be used in multi-view applications, such as the example shown in the bottom left. Perfect for education environments, control rooms, or houses of worship where multiple sources need to be displayed simultaneously and clearly. Altogether, the MX44AVW is a powerful and reliable platform, delivering seamless video wall integration, flexible control, and consistent performance across a wide range of commercial AV environments. So now we're going to take a moment to walk through the connections on the MX44AVW, starting from the left to the right. So first we have 4 HDMI inputs, allowing you to connect up to 4 different source devices, whether that's media players, signage players, PCs, or broadcast receivers. Each input supports full 4K video, giving you flexibility across a wide range of source types. Next, we have 4 HDMI outputs, which can be used to feed directly into displays, projectors, or other downstream devices. Each output can be configured independently or grouped together as part of a seamless video wall or multi-view layout. Moving on, there is an analog audio input, which can be used to embed external audio into your HDMI outputs. Now, this is ideal for adding background music or mixing in localized audio content. You'll also find both analog and optical audio outputs which operate concurrently. Now, these will allow you to extract audio to amplifiers, DSPs, or distributed audio systems without interrupting your HDMI signal path. And next are the IR inputs and outputs, giving you the ability to route or pass IR control signals through to connected sources or display devices. A simple but powerful tool for system control and automation. And finally, on the far right, we have control connectivity, RS-232, Ethernet, and a web UI accessible through the network port. This will give you full flexibility for system configuration, third-party integration, and remote management. So altogether, the MX44AVW delivers everything you need: comprehensive I/O, seamless switching, and full control integration, all in a compact 1U chassis. So now let's take a look at some of the key technical features that make the MX44AVW such a capable and versatile processor. So first and foremost, it delivers seamless video switching. So that means transitions between sources are smooth and instant with no black screens or sync delays. Now that's critical for professional installations where visual continuity matters. Next, it supports HDMI 2.0 with full 4K UHD at 60 Hz, 444 chroma, and an 18 gigabit per second bandwidth. So that'll include then HDR formats, ensuring compatibility with today's highest quality video sources. It also supports all major video resolutions from legacy VGA and 480i all the way up to WUXGA and 4K, making it ideal for environments where you might be mixing older and newer sources. The advanced video wall configuration capabilities allow each panel to be individually overlapped, rotated, or aligned, offering true design freedom for creative display layouts. For output, the system can deliver 4K video in both landscape and portrait orientations, or 1080p when screens are rotated in precise 1-degree increments. Now, this is an important thing to note, that when we do drop it down for that rotation capabilities, it is 1080p, which will make it perfect for mosaic or artistic kinds of configurations. It's also HDCP 2.2 compliant and features advanced EDID management, which helps ensure reliable handshakes between all connected sources and displays, which will help minimize setup issues. You also have selectable audio routing, letting you assign audio from any input to any output independently. And finally, there's concurrent HDMI audio breakout. Right? Now, this is giving you both analog stereo and optical digital outputs simultaneously for flexible integration with amps or audio distro systems. Altogether, all these features make the MX44AVW a compact but extremely powerful processor for really any video wall or multi-view kind of installation. So here, we're going to dive into the web-based interface for the MX44AVW. Now, this is where most or all the configuration and management is going to be handled. So we'll start on the Input tab, right? And here you can see the incoming signal type for each HDMI input. Now, this helps confirm that your sources are properly connected and communicating the expected resolution and format. Next, you can set your preferred EDID for each source, right? And this ensures the MX44AVW negotiates the correct resolution and audio capabilities with each connected device. And the unit supports a very broad range of signal types, which is especially important when you're mixing multiple sources on the same output or switching between formats like 1080p and 4K. We've also included the ability to upload custom EDID files, up to 10 of them. Now, this is particularly useful for unique applications or unusual resolutions that require manual EDID definitions. The update button on the right allows you to rename your inputs, which is a great way to keep your setup organized, especially in larger systems. And finally, in the bottom left corner, you'll find analog audio input level controls. Now, these let you fine-tune left and right channel volume levels when embedding audio into your HDMI outputs. Now, altogether, the web GUI makes it quick and intuitive to monitor signals, manage EDIDs, and fine-tune audio without ever needing third-party software. Now let's move over to the Output tab within this web interface. Here, we can set the individual scaling for each of the 4 HDMI outputs. Now, this gives you full flexibility to match the output resolution to the connected display. So whether that's 1080p, 4K, or a mix of both across different screens. It's especially useful when you're integrating displays of different capabilities within the same system. Next, we can assign or customize output names, helping, keep your configuration organized, particularly when multiple displays or video wall zones are in use. It's a simple step that can save a lot of confusion later during troubleshooting or system management. And also, HDCP options are also going to be found there. And then finally, we can define our audio routing behavior. Now, each output can either follow its assigned video source or be manually mapped to a different input or the analog audio input. Now, this allows for greater flexibility when separating audio and video paths or when feeding distributed audio systems. So, from this tab alone, you have precise control over your video scaling, labeling, and audio routing, giving you a streamlined setup process and that adapts easily to mixed environments and complex signal paths. Now, we're going to take a look at the video wall setup tab, and this particularly is going to be one of the most useful functions and probably the most used for this product. The video wall mode, because we can create mosaic layouts, is probably going to be one of the primary reasons for using this product. So on this page, each numbered window represents one of our HDMI outputs and its corresponding display. So, for example, window number 1 corresponds to video output 1, and the layout shown here gives a clear visual representation of how those displays are arranged in a 2x2 video wall. Now, along the bottom of the interface, you'll see 12 fixed preset layouts. These cover the most common video wall configurations, making it set up fast, straightforward if you just need to click on one of those and get a quick video wall started. In addition to the fixed layouts, you can also create and save up to 8 custom layouts shown here at the bottom of the screen. Now, this is going to be ideal for more creative or non-standard screen arrangements. We can also change or restore the aspect ratio of each display window to match industry standard formats like 16:10, 16:9, or 4:3, depending on the content being displayed. And finally, the rotation mode can be set to either fixed or user-defined, allowing you to create unique rotated panel designs or artistic wall layouts, something that really sets this processor apart in flexibility. Now, speaking of that, when we change the rotation mode setting to user-defined, the MX44AVW allows us to freely adjust each display's position and rotation, giving complete flexibility in how we design our video wall layout. This is done simply by clicking and dragging the blue handles on each display window. It's an intuitive process that makes fine-tuning and, the alignment and orientation very quick and visual. Now, as you move or rotate each window, you'll see precise angle and position information displayed on screen. Now, these values can also be edited manually, allowing you to dial in exact coordinates or rotation angles for a perfectly balanced layout. Once you're happy with the arrangement, you can save your new layout as a preset, right? And then that preset becomes instantly recallable, either at the touch of a button or through an API command, making it ideal for environments where different layouts are used throughout the day or across different events. This gives integrators and operators a huge amount of creative control while keeping configuration simple and repeatable. And just like that, setting up a video wall really is that easy with the MX44AVW. It's as simple as selecting your inputs, arranging your panels, and saving your presets. Within minutes, you can create captivating mosaic-style video walls, just like the one shown here. Now, this example illustrates a corporate lobby installation where visual impact and design aesthetics are everything. Using the MX44AVW, we can freely rotate and overlap screens, creating a striking, artistic display that instantly draws attention the moment someone walks in. It's a perfect example of how the MX44AVW blends technical flexibility with creative freedom, making it ideal for branding displays, corporate messaging, and visitor engagement, all powered by a single, seamless processor. So, when you're working in retail, hospitality, or a corporate space, the MX44AVW gives you the tools to turn any group of displays into an immersive visual centerpiece. And here's another great example, this time in a retail environment. Using the MX44AVW, we can easily create visually dynamic and engaging signage like the one you see here. Retail is all about capturing attention, and with the ability to rotate, overlap, and freely position screens, the MX44AVW lets designers break away from traditional flat grids and create something truly eye-catching. These types of mosaic style video walls are perfect for promotions, new product launches, or seasonal campaigns where content needs to stand out and make an impression. And because everything is managed through the same intuitive web UI, content changes and layout updates can be made quickly. So whether you're controlling one display wall or an entire store network. So from high-end fashion boutiques to big brand showrooms, the MX44AVW delivers the flexibility and seamless performance needed to make digital signage a key part of the customer experience. So now we're going to move on and look at the multi-view setup section for the MX44AVW. Now in multi-view mode, we're combining multiple HDMI sources and displaying them together on a single output. Now that's perfect for monitoring, collaboration, or any environment where multiple feeds need to be visible at once. Now the MX44AVW includes two independent multi-view processors, each handling two mirrored outputs. So multi-view 1 corresponds to outputs 1 and 2, and multi-view 2 is available on outputs 3 and 4. Now this gives you full flexibility to manage two separate multi-view layouts simultaneously. Now in this mode, each numbered window represents an HDMI source. Now these windows can be moved, resized, or even flipped, giving you complete control over the on-screen arrangement. Now, just like with the video wall setup, you can view and manually edit the position and size of each window for precise alignment and spacing. Now, once your layout's dialed in, it can be saved as a preset for easy recall later on, which is going to be ideal for switching quickly between different monitoring or presentation configurations. You also have the selection of 5 fixed layouts for quick setup, along with 8 custom presets that can be tailored to your specific needs. All of this makes the MX44AVW's multi-view feature both powerful and incredibly flexible. So whether you're monitoring sources in a control room or presenting multiple inputs side by side, here we can see the two multi-view processors of the MX44AVW in action, now perfectly demonstrating how flexible the system really is. In this example, we have two displays running in quad view mode, each showing 4 different HDMI sources simultaneously. This is ideal for environments like training labs, classrooms, or control centers, where multiple pieces of content need to be monitored or discussed at once. Now, at the same time, the other two screens are displaying a single HDMI source, showing that both multi-view and standard display modes can run concurrently from the same unit. Now, this setup highlights how the MX44AVW can serve as a presentation and collaboration hub, supporting instructors, students, or operators by combining multiple visual feeds in one organized, easy-to-read layout, all managed from a single seamless processor. So whether in education, command centers, or corporate training rooms, this approach simplifies content sharing while maximizing screen utility and engagement. And in this example, we can see how easily the system can be switched using a preset. Now, in this case, we've changed all the outputs to display the same quad view layout. Now, this is an example of how the MX44AVW can be reconfigured instantly for different presentation or teaching scenarios. For instance, in a classroom or lecture environment, you might start with individual content on each display and then quickly switch to a synchronized quad view for collaborative or review sessions. Now, this configuration is achieved by mirroring the multi-viewer settings between multi-viewer 1 and multi-viewer 2, ensuring that every connected display shows the same content and layout simultaneously. It's a simple but powerful function, allowing presenters, educators, or system operators to maintain visual consistency across multiple displays with a single command. So whether that's done through the web interface, a control system, or a preset recall. Now, last but not least, the MX44AVW can also operate in a basic matrix or seamless matrix mode, allowing it to function just like a traditional HDMI matrix switcher. In this example, I've renamed the inputs over here and the outputs, so you can easily see which source is active in each zone. For instance, the lobby, boardroom 1 and boardroom 2, each displaying their assigned content. Making changes is simple. You can click and drag any input source onto an output zone to instantly reroute the video signal. It's fast, visual, and intuitive. And just like in the previous configuration screens, you can save your layout as a preset for one-touch recall later on. This makes it easy to switch between system states. For example, presentation mode, digital signage, or all-on broadcast with a single button press or API command. The result is a seamless, flexible system that transitions effortlessly between matrix, video wall, and multi-view operations, all within one processor and one unified interface. Now, in this example, which is showing the MX44AVW operating in matrix mode, and this is going to be configured for an education environment. In this setup, each display is showing a different HDMI source, allowing instructors to share unique content to multiple screens at once. For example, one display might show lecture slides, another live data analysis, and the third, a camera feed or remote guest presentation. Because the MX44AVW features seamless switching, transitions between sources are instant. So no black screens or signal delay, and that'll help ensure smooth and professional experience during lessons or demonstrations. The Matrix mode is perfect for training labs, university classrooms, or corporate learning spaces where different content streams need to be distributed across multiple displays quickly and reliably. And as we've seen throughout this session, the same processor that manages these matrix functions can also handle video wall and multi-view configurations, meaning one device can easily adapt to a wide range of classrooms or presentation setups. It's a simple, reliable, and professional solution for modern education environments that demand both performance and flexibility. Now, this is going to bring us to the end of our MX44AVW Advanced Video Wall Processor overview. I know it went a little longer than I initially intended it to, but of course, to find out more information about this or any other Blustream product, please visit us on our website, or please speak with your authorized distribution partner or local rep firm, who I'm sure is going to be happy to be able to offer you guidance and point you in the right direction. You can also download our new 2025 solutions brochure from the homepage directly on our website, which are shown here on the screen. And of course, please follow us on social media channels for the most up-to-date information on all of our product releases. So thanks again for your time today. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the Q&A portion of this. And if you had some questions, hopefully they got answered during the presentation. If not, we'll circle back and let's take a look at those here. I'll just go grab and pull it up here. And of course, we'll open up the platform. So if you have questions, just go ahead and type those in. So let's go ahead and dive in.